head hurts. I was standing at the sun for all of 3 minutes and my head hurts.
Because you're fragile. You should have brought your crocheting.
I brought my knitting. I don't crochet.
All I saw was a bag with yarn in it. It could have been a human intestine for all I know.
So what does a human intestine look like? Teal spaghetti.
I don't know. I mean,
what kind of human intestines are you looking at?
Not enough, apparently.
No, not enough. Also, one of my pet peeves is when people get knitting and crochet messed up. I mean, I know that people who don't do it probably won't know the difference.
No, I for sure know the difference. I didn't, like I said, I didn't look closely enough to know whether you had one hook or 2 needles.
There you go. I have 5 needles going right now.
Well, that's like 2.5 knitting, whatever that is.
It's called knitting in the round, bitch.
Wow.
Sorry.
It got real in here.
Hey Dave. How's it going?
Can we just start the podcast where you say it's called knitting in the round, bitch?
No, we're going to start now.
Oh.
We're going to keep all of that and then now talk about our stuff that we need to talk about because...
Sorry, I keep clicking this because I'm fidgety.
Well,
I'm going to put it away.
Stop. Are they pills?
Yes.
They look awfully geometric.
They are. They're my fancy man dice. I got a gym pin.
Okay. I see. Yeah, stop twitching.
I'm trying, man.
God. All right. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Amber.
What is this voice now?
This is the voice we do podcasts in.
I don't think so.
It's a little bit weird and whispery and a little bit like Scoot the Bear from the Book of Spring. Man.
That does not sound like what Scoot sounds like.
It's slow like Scoot was, man.
Oh, my God.
What's going on, Amber?
Oh, my gosh.
Last time we left you, you were crawling into a grave.
Oh, yeah.
How'd that work out?
Fresh as daisy.
That was the perfect simile.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's just, I like being under dirt. Feels
it's a good nap. It's quiet.
Feels good.
No one bothers you.
No one bothers me. It's nice and cool. The sun bothers me, as we've just found out.
Mm-hmm. The yellow face burns it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
you are Gollum, essentially.
What?
What?
Wow. What? Name 3 to 4 things that make me Gollum.
You live underground.
Okay, this is true.
You dislike the sun.
This is semi-true.
You like shiny things.
I guess that's pretty accurate.
Okay, so now I'm at 3. Now it's like the bonus round.
Yeah, the 4th one is what seals the deal.
You both watched Boss Baby on your birthday.
Gollum watched Boss Baby.
It's why he was always like, it came to me on my birthday.
I thought you were going to say, like, you eat raw fish.
No. Well, actually, you kind of do. Dang it.
Sushi.
That was the 4th one.
Yeah, you fucked it up.
Yeah.
So you got to stick with your Boss Baby stupid. So you didn't do it. I'm not like Gollum at all.
Dang it.
Also, Gollum likes riddles. I hate riddles so much.
I think you would like them more if you were telling them instead of trying to answer them.
Well, it's because if I'm telling them, I know the answer.
Right.
So
That's why it's hilarious.
Of course. God.
It's like, yeah, people are stupid. They didn't get my riddle.
I wanted to do a segue that was like, riddle me this, Dave.
Do it.
Okay. So what I say recently, again, this can mean anywhere from 2 days to 3 years. I saw a thing in the grocery store. Like, you know how grocery stores are becoming more and more like actual department stores, and like have like clothes and books and baby car seats.
Yes,
and
I
candles.
hate that so much.
So yeah, so do I.
I want like 25 little stores. I want like a carrot store. I don't want one-stop shopping.
Yeah, because it means everybody goes there.
Also, it means that like they don't know anything about carrots. If it was just a carrot store, I could be like, I'm making nice pot roast. What would you suggest?
And they'd be like, here's some carrots, you
I've
dumbass.
got these fresh carrots, and they've got these
What
special...
are some carrot names?
I have no idea.
Let's mix them up.
No, I do know a couple carrot names, actually.
Tell me the carrot names.
There's Danvers is a variety of carrot.
Okay.
Imperator, I believe, is like one of the long carrots. I know. I'm not... I could find more, but I'm not looking it up.
I can't make up any names. But I also think it's interesting how there's so many different names for different vegetables.
You know, when I was a kid, because kids are dumb.
Yes.
Like, I stupidly thought, like, vegetables are just vegetables, right?
Right.
like only as like more of an adult have I realized like, oh no, vegetables are infinite. Like they're all like I mean, and yet like the classic example is like tomatoes.
Yes,
you go
that's
to the
what I want to
store,
talk about.
And the tomato, there's like regular tomatoes and then like grape tomatoes.
Right.
But in reality, there's like 5 million tomatoes.
Roma tomato, beefsteak potato.
Oh, yeah.
Tomato, heirloom tomato.
But like within heirloom tomatoes,
Kumado.
there's like literally 1,000 kinds of heirloom tomatoes.
Is there really?
There really are.
Are you telling me the truth?
I'm not going to like stake my life on 1,000, but I bet it's 1,000. At one point, I subscribed to an organization called Seed Savers International, I think.
Of course you would.
And they sent me like this, like literal, like
tome,
2-inch thick catalog of like fine print of all of these heirloom vegetables and like the weird farmers in around the country and world that had seeds to sell.
Right.
And you would contact this person and be like, I want your weird purple tomato. And they would be like, okay, I'll give you some
What
seeds.
makes an heirloom tomato?
It's just like passed down through the tradition of like home gardens, I think. I mean, but within like commercial speak, an heirloom tomato is just like an old variety that doesn't have like, it's not a hybrid. And like hybrids, and I think Romas are a hybrid.
Yeah.
If you plant seeds from a Roma, you don't get Romas back.
What do you get?
Whatever went into the hybrid, usually.
Well, how the fuck does that work? I put a Roma in the ground, a Roma should come out.
Yeah, that isn't how it works.
What do you mean? That's not how
that
works.
But like heirloom tomatoes, that's how it works.
What? So to make another Roma, I have to do like some weird tomato
hybridization.
sex?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like how a mule is infertile, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And so if you have sex with a mule, you're not going to get another mule.
Well,
the only way to make a mule is a horse and a donkey.
Well, yeah, I don't think you would make a mule if you yourself fucked a mule.
Let's leave me out of this. The only way to get a mule is a horse and a donkey. Okay. The only way to get a Roma is whatever those two tomatoes are. Anyway, did you want to talk about tomatoes?
Well, I mean, it's good conversation.
It's great conversation.
Yeah. So now, but I still want to talk about tomatoes.
Okay.
What's your favorite tomato?
Depends on the type and variety. I mean, honestly, like I really like tomatoes.
Well, okay, then just name it. Name one that you love, that you buy the most of, or grow yourself. Didn't you just recently get like 1 million tomatoes?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
I bought a bunch. I bought 20 pounds of tomatoes.
That's a lot of tomatoes. That's a lot of fucking tomatoes.
I bought them to can them.
Okay.
And so we have canned tomatoes on our shelf.
Nice.
For this winter when we want to make chili or something, because like the canned tomatoes are fresh tomatoes and they're good and like they have that summery taste that you don't get from other stuff.
How does one just go out and get 20 pounds of tomatoes?
You go to a farm store, or not a farm store, but like a vegetable roadside stand, or like somewhere that sells fresh produce that's not a grocery store. Although a grocery store would do it too. And you say, I want to buy 20 pounds of tomatoes. How much will that cost?
Oh, I thought there was something more magical than that.
No, it really, I mean, and I said, look, I kind of want like your schlubby tomatoes, because I don't care if they're pretty or a day too old.
Yeah.
Because I'm just going to like can them.
Yeah.
And if I have to cut off bad spots, so be it.
But you still haven't answered what's your favorite tomato.
There's a real answer to this question, but I can't think of the variety.
Okay.
Back when I was gardening a lot harder, before the kids were around, there was a specific variety of, it was like a purple red tomato that I grew that I really liked.
Purple?
It was like purplish reddish,
okay.
like they're like legit purple tomatoes.
Yeah.
This wasn't quite that, but it was really good, and because it was just tangy and juicy, and it was like just peak tomato for me. It was great. But I really like yellow tomatoes for some stuff because they're like not as acidic.
Yeah, sure.
But obviously, like salad tomatoes and stuff have their purpose. But like paste tomatoes, like Romas, are really good for what they do.
Anyway. But that wasn't what I was looking at in the grocery store.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Because it was...
We're going to rewind. Amber's at the grocery store marveling at the produce.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh, Kumado. What the heck is a Kumado? And then going around, and then I get into the weird section of the store where it's no longer groceries and it's becoming like sundries.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ugh.
But not even, like, if it was sundries. stuff I would consider like paper towels and toilet paper sundries.
Yeah.
Like it's not food, but okay, the grocery store should have that shit.
Yeah.
But when it's like romance novels and like like baby strollers, it's like what in the hell have we become?
Yes, that's the question of the age right now, of the time of this podcast right now. Because I, as I said recently, saw like this Jim Patterson, this
James Patterson.
Whatever.
Yes.
He goes by Jim. That's what I call him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He and I are friends.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so it's yes, to you, James Patterson. To me, Jim Patterson.
Jim Patterson, yes.
He, those novels, right?
Yes, he writes a lot of novels.
A lot. It's kind of like the Sue Grafton.
No, no. Oh my gosh. He is in his own category with that.
Really?
Yeah. Sue Grafton reliably wrote one a year. Mm-hmm. He writes probably at this point closer to one a month.
Do you think he actually writes, or is it like some formula? Or just ghostwriters?
I think it's ghostwriters. Yeah. And in fact, a lot of his newer stuff has like co-authors.
Yes, and that's the one I want to talk about.
Okay.
Because this one had Bill Clinton as a co-author.
Bill Clinton, yes.
Like the guy we talked about last episode. Remember him being a president?
Yes, exactly, yes.
And so, was Bill Clinton ever a writer?
He wrote... I thought maybe
autobiographies don't count.
Okay, that doesn't count.
Right.
What about like your outline of your political beliefs?
It's not
a truer courage or something.
No.
Okay.
This is like fiction, right?
Right, it is fiction.
Jim Jam Patterson makes fiction. About
like
boats. No, that's Clive Cussler.
A lot of Cussler stuff is boats. Yeah.
But James Patterson
is like thrillers. Yeah.
Okay. So I never would have been like, oh yeah, Bill Clinton. Fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Are there a lot of presidents that do that? That's the thing I started to question. Whereas what do you do after you become the president? What's your job? What do you do? Are you retired?
After you are no longer president.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah. I guess the practical answer is kind of whatever you want. And
okay.
Presidents have occupied themselves with all kinds of stuff.
Right.
But talking about Habitat for Humanity is not cool.
Okay, fine. But yeah, so.
But I think that's an example, right? Jimmy Carter started Habitat for Humanity.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
and that became his passion project after the presidency.
Well, I just told you, I know last episode, I know nothing about presidents.
You know the exact order of all the presidents.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Ready? Let's start it. Washington. Adams. Hubert. Carl. Thomas Jefferson. Tony Roosevelt. Taft. Because he had the bathtub. And there was another Adams, maybe.
Okay.
And then we got some bushes in there.
Wait, is this true facts right now?
Maybe. And then there was Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's actually kind of in between Hubert and whoever I said last.
Okay. The Bushes?
The Bushes. I know there's Clinton.
Yeah.
Definitely a Ronald Reagan.
And
then the stuff that's going on now.
Okay.
But
the end.
I feel like I'm missing some.
You know what? That was exactly right, in the right order.
So anyway, knowing almost nothing about presidents.
I think that there is a ex-presidential super team.
Okay.
Because let's be honest, that's a really small club, right? Because by the time you're done being president, you're an old dude.
As it stands so far, an old dude, yes.
Yeah. I mean, by dude, I guess I mean man, because there's never been a woman president. But in that case, I would say whoever the first woman president is still going to be an old dude when she's done. Because
you can be president when you're 45, right?
Right.
Has there ever been a 45-year-old president?
I think Kennedy was the youngest.
Oh, I forgot Kennedy.
Yeah.
JFK. He's in there.
But he didn't get to be an ex-president.
Well, yeah, he did. It's just he's not living. Neither did Abraham Lincoln. Well,
right.
Did he? Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Can't remember if it was after.
No.
Most people don't get shot after, I don't think.
It's a good question, but I don't think so. But anyway, so it's a pretty exclusive group of people.
Right.
Right now, what? There's 5 living ex-presidents?
Is there Bush the senior?
There's 2 Bushes, Clinton, Obama, Carter.
Carter's still alive?
Yeah, he's an old dude.
Jesus
man.
Christ.
He's looking a little bit like the Crypt Keeper.
Good God. So yeah, it's 5.
That's a pretty small group of people who would probably, who would know each other.
Right.
And like, why wouldn't they get together and do stuff?
Okay, so if you're president,
Yeah.
which fuck, I would never want to be president. God.
No, but I also wouldn't want that for the nation.
No, actually, I think it'd be kind of great, to be quite honest.
President Dave or
Yeah.
President Amber?
How about we both be president?
Like, that's our ticket, is like Amber Dave, but then when we get elected, it's like, suck us, we're co-presidents.
Yeah, I'm not vice, I'm co.
It's like, okay, you get Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yes. We alternate, and
then we get to sleep in.
And we
like,
alternate Sundays.
Yeah, I mean, we don't need no government on Sunday. Psh.
No, but what would you do after your...
After?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I mean, because...
And if so, who would you co-author a book with?
Oh, gosh.
And if what? If it was an author?
Gosh, that's a hard... That's tough. Because, okay, the first thing is, like, you're already, like, super famous.
Right.
So you don't have to do anything that, like, I'm going to make my name or whatever. Like,
you're done.
That's taken
You're
care
good.
of. So you can kind of just do whatever you want.
Right.
But you've got a huge platform for it.
Right.
So, like, if you've ever wanted everybody to start wearing, like, bunny pajamas through the day, like, you have the power to kind of push that agenda.
Sure, you do. It's a stupid agenda, but sure.
I mean, so are a lot of
Come up
things.
with better scenarios. I'm just asking politely. Please.
Like, gosh, I think that
Come up with better scenarios.
don't be an asshole and be stupid. I'm asking politely, please.
Sorry.
I think I think I would pick a pet project, and I don't know what that is. I really don't know what that is.
Yeah, me either. I would probably learn how to build a boat.
Okay.
That'd be pretty cool, I think.
Uh-huh.
If I have time.
Yeah. I mean, I read a thing about Joe Biden
Okay.
that said, because, I mean, for these purposes, president and vice president are kind of interchangeable.
Yeah.
Because you still kind of get removed from life, but you're famous after.
Yes.
He said that one of the things he really missed is that when he was vice president, he couldn't ever drive.
Oh, what?
Because you're always chauffeured in like a limousine, right? Like, and he really wanted to drive a car.
I never would have thought about that. So would you become a race car driver?
Maybe.
Oh my gosh.
Wouldn't
Might
that
as
be
well.
Like, if I'm not like old man,
Yeah.
like if I'm like super old when I'm done with the president,
Right.
like I probably shouldn't be a race car driver. But like if I'm young and like got a little like
Yeah.
moxie left,
Yeah.
man. But
then do you co-author a book with somebody?
I might.
Would it be about racing?
I mean, it would maybe be Margaret Truman, who I think is Harry Truman's daughter,
Okay.
wrote a whole series of mysteries about like Washington, D.C.
Oh, cool.
I'm stealing one of my wife's ideas here, but I think it's a good idea.
Okay.
I would write a series of mysteries set in a carnival.
Okay.
And because it's a very transient population, right?
Right, yes.
Not only the people at the carnival, but the people like working the carnival.
Yes.
And so bad stuff could happen and like here today, gone tomorrow. But like only the brave ex-president who's running the corn dog stand would be able to see everything.
Do you think that novel that James Patterson and Bill Clinton wrote together was like a self-insert? Was it?
I don't know. I bet not.
I bet I'm gonna look it up.
I bet the president. What's it called? The president is missing. I think that's what it's called.
It said I don't know. Let me look it up. It is called The President is Missing.
Uh-huh. So I wonder if the president who is the titular president who's missing is not Bill Clinton, I bet.
The disappearance of the U.S. President, Jonathan Lincoln Duncan, a former Army Ranger and a Gulf War veteran, comes as a cybercrime attack jeopardizing Secret Service protection.
You know, I would not vote for that president. Jonathan Lincoln Duncan. Nope.
Wow. Okay. So
now, if he was Johnny, I would vote the shit out of a President Johnny.
Yeah, that sounds
Johnnies are cool, man.
Yeah, it is.
But
my
like
grandfather's name is
Jonathans,
Johnny.
Jonathans are not. They're too
That's my uncle.
tight.
He was mean to me.
See?
Yeah.
For reals, it's a thing.
Mm-hmm. When I was a kid. But yeah, so I want to know what your novel would be. And who would you co-author it with?
gosh, that's a good question. I would say probably John Green.
Okay.
That's a pretty good.
That's a good name.
Like, writes good books. Because the other problem you get into is like, there's some sketchy authors out there who've like you don't want to co-author a book with some sleazeball, right?
Like mine would probably be with Deborah McComber.
Oh God. What would your ex-presidential novel be about though?
I don't know, maybe like starting a sad 47-year-old woman who children and also husband died, and she started a cheese shop and she finds love.
Wait, what kind of shop?
Cheese.
Okay.
And like at night she knits and stuff, and then she starts hosting these like wine, like she makes friends with a sommelier, and they fall in love and they start wine night cheese club.
Aw.
This is my Deborah McComber novel. Sounds pretty good, huh?
Yeah, it sounds like something that would be published. Yep. Yep.
See, when you handed me that book last, 2 episodes ago, or whatever it was, you're like, here's this Amish romance novel.
Right.
I'm like, dang, I'd read that, I guess. Maybe. If I was bored.
It's okay. There's room for all, it takes all types, right?
Yeah. But I probably wouldn't actually read it. I could just come up with plots for people to write stuff.
See, that's honestly, I think that's where Patterson is at this point.
Right, he just comes up with a plot and then somebody else writes it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Like, you're running your shapeshift game.
Right.
Like, how cool would it be if you're like, okay, I want this to happen, I want this to happen, I want this to happen, someone else figure it out.
Oh my God. I would have so much free time to do whatever James Patterson does in his free time as well.
I assume rolls around in a bed full of money.
Oh God, I would love to do that.
Money's pretty gross. Like, if I was going to roll around in a bed full of stuff, it probably wouldn't be money.
What would it be? Halloween candy?
Yes. But the room's got to be kind of cold because I don't want it to get all melty.
Well, you wanted to talk about Halloween candy, right?
Well, I think Halloween because 'tis the season, right? Like,
it is.
I don't know when this episode actually posts, but it's got to be close to Halloween.
It'll be close to Halloween.
I think it's funny because now is a good time for people to start thinking about Halloween.
Yeah, you should be thinking about Halloween right now.
Like, if you don't have a plan, you got to get with it.
So I grew up not really doing holidays at all, and so I don't really have a lot of Halloween experience, and didn't really get that joy of like hauling in candy from neighborhoods and that kind of stuff or anything. So Halloween's kind of cool to me now as a 30-year-old.
I have had more fun with Halloween as an adult than I ever did with a kid.
Oh, really?
As a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I mean, part of it is that, like, childhood wasn't fun.
Okay.
Like, Yeah. As an adult, like, there's a lot of fun in Halloween. I don't know. I mean, like, as nerds and gamers,
yes.
A lot of the worlds we create are Halloween worlds, right? Like, Christmas doesn't encourage you to make up monsters and like fantasy worlds and have swords and spells. Like, Christmas, that's not about Christmas. The only holiday that really wants you to dress up like a wizard and cast spells is Halloween.
Yeah, you're right. I have only dressed up 3 times.
Okay.
For Halloween as an adult, never as a kid. And so one was Tina from Bob's Burgers.
Okay.
One was Marceline from Adventure Time.
Oh, I bet you were a good Marceline.
It was fun. And then the third one was I was Daniel Plainview from True Blood.
I've never watched True Blood.
Not True Blood. Oh, fuck. God damn it, that's not right. Daniel Plainview from what's that movie? There Will Be Blood.
Okay.
That's a completely different show.
Yes.
One's a movie, one's a TV series.
Right.
There Will Be Blood, where he's like an oil tycoon guy, and he's a psychopath. Or he's very, like, literally antisocial, like the actual legit term for antisocial. Not just like, I shy away from social situations, but like literally hates people.
Yeah. I really celebrate Halloween. Like for real. Last year, I think I went through 4 different costumes.
Oh my God. For just one Halloween?
Like this season, right?
Okay.
Like, I'm also in charge of planning my town's Halloween celebration.
Okay.
And so like I bring in professional storytellers, and there's spooky hay wagon rides, and like the local history museum like does the whole night at the museum, and the exhibits come to life.
Cool.
This year I have a speaker coming in to like as like an evening with Mary Shelley and to talk about Frankenstein and stuff.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's super cool. I love Halloween. But also like I think like 4th of July is a grown-up holiday.
Yeah.
Because it's like hanging out with friends and like
drinking booze,
shooting
fireworks.
Christmas is a kid's holiday because it's lots of presents and fun stuff that way. Halloween is both. Like it's awesome.
Yeah.
Like it's the best holiday.
You said you had 4 costumes.
Yeah.
What were they?
Okay, hold on. Let me think about this.
I remember one was a chicken.
Yes, I was a rooster.
Okay.
I was a circus ringleader.
Yeah,
which I always wear the circus ringleader thing when I'm doing the town thing because it's easy to be like, who's the guy in charge? It's like
the ringleader.
Right. Ringmaster. I always confuse those two words. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
The ringleader's the guy in charge of a gang.
Yeah.
The ringmaster's the guy in charge of a circus.
We did this recently, but anyway, yes.
I keep having the same conversations in my life. And so I was also some kind of like spooky guy. I had like white makeup and like a hood. And then I busted out the nun's outfit that I used for True Dungeon. I was trying to talk the family into all being Axl Roses for Halloween.
Okay, that would have been good.
Because I think that's a funny idea.
Yeah.
Like, Axl Rose is kind of a funny character anyway.
Yeah.
But, like, all 4 of us, like my little daughter and everybody, would have been really funny.
Yeah, it would have been
with, like,
funny.
the red hair and the aviators would have been just awesome.
Yeah. They didn't go for it.
Guess who's not buying it is everyone.
Aw, damn. That would have been really funny.
Yeah. Let's do Pellets of Wisdom and move on from this.
All right. So I got an email. Dear Owls, with Halloween coming, it got me wondering, what is the best Halloween candy to give out? Many say it is full-size candy bars, but I'm more wondering about candy type in general and not the size of said candy. Thanks, Jay Dizzle.
Ugh, Jay Dizzle.
What the fuck?
What is with our listeners?
I don't know. They're terrible.
Yeah.
Anyway, again, my experience of giving out candy is like 0.
Okay, but like as an adult, you've never given out candy?
I've been to like Josh's house and helped him out.
Okay.
And yeah, done that with his neighborhood kids.
But you've not done it in like the place you're living now?
Not in the apartment complex,
okay.
no.
Yeah, I give away a lot of candy.
Do people come out to your place?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Not at my house, no.
Do you do it in the
at work?
Okay.
There are a couple rules of thumb.
Yeah.
And also, I think I can speak to this because I have kids.
Yeah.
And like, kids' tastes are not grown-up tastes. People who are buying full-size Snickers bars are buying them for adults. Mm-hmm. Kids don't want full-size Snickers bars.
Kids want quantity over quality, I think.
Yeah, but they also, like, they don't understand quality. Like, their sense of quality is totally different than...
Do you think there's an age range for that, though? Do you think...
Sure.
So, basically, 3 to 10, I think, has a, like, they like some kind of candy. But, like, as you get older, you like different kinds of candy. For sure. Absolutely. Your tastes change. And, like, the older you get, the more stuff closer to adult candy that you want. Like Reese's Cups and stuff. Yeah.
But here's the trick. Teenagers should trick-or-treat sparingly. They've kind of outgrown it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And, like, they should be going to Halloween parties with their friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Or going to...
Or just buying their own candy.
Haunted houses, and, like, there's a whole Halloween scene for them.
Do you mean, like, 16 up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, there's some exceptions, like, if you're going out with your younger brother and sister or something. Like, okay, cool. But,
so, what's the best candy?
I don't think there is one best candy.
Okay, so what's the
Because number
spread?
one, I think you really need a bag of like plain suckers.
Yeah.
Like here.
Dum-dums.
Dum-dums. I have one in my pocket right here. I always keep one in my pocket. Because you're going to have babies come.
Yeah.
Trick-or-treating. Mm-hmm. Not even like babies, but like toddlers. Mm-hmm. Toddlers who can't eat solid food or whatever. Mm-hmm. These are great for that. Yeah. They get to like gum them up for a while and like...
Yeah, they can't crunch and they have teeth.
Yeah, and they taste candy and it's great and it's awesome.
Right.
But then they can be done with it and there's nothing to choke on. There's nothing to like swallow. It's great.
So I do remember...
So definitely that.
Dum-dums.
I think the piece you're missing, and probably the piece that's most important, is like high quality fruit candy. Starburst.
Yeah.
I like
Starbursts are great. I love Starbursts.
Starbursts are really good. Yeah. Except you don't like the yellow ones.
The yellows are bullshit. when I was a kid, I used to love Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah,
Tootsie Pops.
Those big Tootsie Pops with the Tootsie Roll in the middle.
But then I definitely got to the point where I was 12 and I hated Tootsie Pops for some reason.
But those will work too. Yeah. Or even like the bags of smaller Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you right now, the vanilla Tootsie Rolls are pretty good.
I don't like it at all. None of it. No Tootsie Rolls. None.
Pretty
Zero.
good.
Gross. My favorite candy is the Kit Kat. If I was going to pick a Halloween candy that I would destroy, it's just the Kit Kats.
Yeah.
Because my other candy is just grandma candy. So unless you're giving out Werther's Originals and a Skor Bars and Reasons, then I guess I'll go for a Kit Kat.
Yeah, Kit Kat's all right. Milky Ways are probably pretty solid
Gross.
for me.
Milky Ways are nasty. Nougat's gross.
You're nougat.
I know.
You know who started winning that game is my daughter.
What game?
The game where you start with "No, you are."
Uh-huh.
She slays me every time, and I don't get it. She's 6 years old.
Because you're easy to beat.
I guess so.
Except in trivia, crack.
But she was the other day, I was like, dude, don't cross the street. You didn't even look both ways. You didn't look both ways. I said, I'll look over you. You won't look at anything. You shut your eyes. I said, you shut your butt. She said, you shut your mouth, and walked away. And I was like, she won.
She did. That was a slam dunk.
What?
Wow. Getting owned by your own daughter.
Seriously. Happens all the time.
Well, that was Pellets of Wisdom. Hope there's something good in there.
Yeah, there's all kinds of good stuff in there.
Yeah.
Creamy nougat center.
Also, dots are awful.
Dots are pretty bad, but kids will devour them.
Yes, that's true. I don't know if we answered his question.
We got a lot of good candy recommendations in there.
Okay.
So I think you group your candy into 3 divisions.
Mm-hmm.
You've got
Dum-dum.
toddler division. You've got
children don't give a shit division.
There's
it's just sugar.
Fruit division, and then you've got chocolate division.
Yeah.
Now, if you want if your Halloween budget's lower and you want to skimp on all those, you get the Wonka brand or whatever. If you want to splurge, then you get the high end stuff, right?
Skor Bars.
No, that's not high end.
God, if I went to a door and was like, trick or treat, and they gave me a Skor Bar, I'm like, I live with you now.
I quit Halloween right now.
Why?
Because you win.
Why?
Because you got a Skor Bar.
Yeah. Send me Skor Bars. We don't have a P.O. box.
Send them to owls@geekspective.com.
Yeah.
Send us your Skor Bar fan art.
Oh my God, please do. I want to see it. And also Reasons. Mm-hmm. And also, what was the other one I said? Werther's Original. You can also send us your questions like this one.
Yep.
Or better, because
probably better.
Jesus. Let's see. Where else can you find us, Dave?
I don't know. I have no idea how anybody gets to us.
Help
me out.
Well, okay. Well, I did make a Twitter.
Okay.
But I just don't remember their name of it.
Okay. Okay. Do we need to actually take a break and find that?
It's fine.
Okay.
They'll find it.
We just have a mystery Twitter.
I'll put it in the show notes once I remember it.
Okay.
And so it'll be in the show notes so they can find it.
Uh-huh.
What else? Oh yeah, geekspective.com is our website.
Mm-hmm.
Where you can find the podcast if you want to listen to your web browser, but you can also find us on iTunes and any other podcast app that you might use.
Stormchork is the one I use.
Say it again?
Stormchork is the podcast platform I use.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, it's great. What else can people do with us?
If they want to help us out, because for some reason they really enjoy us, they could become a patron at patreon.com/Geekspective. And it's under Geekspective because we are part of the Geekspective network.
We are part of the Geekspective network, where you'll find such high-quality podcasts as Tales from Oxfairy and Shapeshift.
Yes, and Shapeshift is my podcast.
You know what? I knew that. It's really good.
Thanks. I'm accepting your compliment.
Yeah.
The first time in 14 episodes.
Yeah.
I'm growing as a person.
Also, you could leave us a review.
Oh, shit. Yeah, or a rating.
Oh, right.
Right.
We like both of those things.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't experienced it yet, but...
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I take it back. There's one.
Yep. We
Thanks.
need more. Whoever that was.
Jeez.
All right. We've done it. We've made another podcast, Amber. It feels good, doesn't it?
Sure, we can call it good.
Yeah, it feels something which we're going to call good. See you later.
I'm going to get in the car with you and drive for another hour.
Good luck with the world, huh?
Okay, we're gonna just talk with each other.
We're not actually.
What?
I'm gonna sit in the trunk while you drive.
I can't drive your car. It's a stick.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long drive.
It's gonna be a long drive.
Long drive.
And also nauseating.
Yes.
Okay, are you ready?
All right,
Let's
bye.
go. Bye.